from Brooklyn. Welcome to yoga. We'll have a nice, easygoing class starting here in 4 minutes. So welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing really well today. Oh, gosh, I have a nice practice for you guys prepared. It's going to be an everything yoga practice. I live in New York, so there's a lot of bagels here, and the bagels here are very awesome. And if you ever visited New York or if you live here, you know the everything bagel is sort of a thing. And if you kind of can't decide what you want in the morning to eat and you want everything, you can get an everything bagel and you're all set. So this is the everything bagel yoga practice. We'll get it all done, get it all in, a bit of strong, a bit of energized, a bit of relax, and hopefully feel nice and satisfied is my goal for you guys. So good morning, good morning. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day so far. The sun is shining here in Brooklyn. We had crazy rains yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw the news or if you live up and down the East Coast, but there were some devastating tornadoes that sort of ran through. I saw a little bit of that, so I think we hit kind of the tail end of that, and we're all safe. We just stayed inside, and the sun actually came out around 7 o'clock when we all go outside and clap for all the healthcare workers, the essential workers, and everybody that's out there risking their lives. That's such a moment of the day that you can't help but just, have a little bit of, I'm not crying, you're crying situation, but it's a nice sort of neighborhood camaraderie. So good morning, everybody. Yes, there is sun coming in today. So, all right, a couple more minutes. We'll get going with some yoga. Have a nice everything practice today. So if you don't mind saying in the comments where you're from and how you're feeling today, that'd be awesome. Hello, Joe from Melbourne. Amazing. Welcome to all your new friends here for yoga. We are the Resident Yogis. We are at home practicing all together, so that'll be really nice. Hey, from Chicago, amazing. Are you in the city or are you in suburbia or north of Chicago? I know Chicago pretty well from south of there, past the suburbs where they stop putting the big floodlights on the highway. That's when you know you're getting close to my hometown. Amazing. Hello from Virginia. Hello, Betty. Hey, Olivia from Long Island. Awesome. Neighbors, Florida. Hey, my friend. Amazing. So hello from Germany. Hey, Heather. Awesome. Thanks for coming again. Hey, from London. Hi from Belgium. Olivia. Amazing. So I hope we all can meet someday in real life as well. So I know a lot of you guys, but if you're kind of looking for friends to practice and ease with, this is the great place. Even though we're not seeing each other, hopefully you can feel the good vibes from this group. So very blessed and thrilled to be here with you guys. So sunny in Indiana, amazing. I think it's just sunny everywhere. Hip Hoppopotamus is here from Kansas. South Africa, amazing. Good morning from San Diego. Chicago, all right. We've got Brooklyn, all right. Another Brooklyn can kind of wave across, so that'll be awesome. All right, from The Hague, amazing. My Amsterdam friends, hope to see you all really soon and get together for hugs in person. And anything else going on? Oh, if you'd like to tune in for Tai Chi Tuesdays with Mike at 2 p.m., we've got all the alliteration, all the literary fun stuff for you guys to kind of feel better. So that'll be on the Strala page, and I'll be doing the techie stuff for setting up Mike for that. So I'll be doing a little trolling in the comments for him, and I'll be taking questions for him also. He's not as good as kind of seeing all of this stuff here. Really, it's called a little bit of a boomer, but he's not really. He just likes to play that part. So tune into that Tai Chi Tuesdays with Mike at 2. You can't forget it. It's over on the Strala page, so that'll be really fun. And he'll do a nice kind of Tai Chi flow and take you guys through some moves to feel better and move in more harmony with yourself. So, all right, you guys ready for some yoga? Got your coffee, got your water? I almost didn't make it today. I was gonna make it today, but Daisy snoozed in a little bit late. So we went to say hi to her in her room, and she said, oh, you're going to yoga now. And the funny thing she likes to do is hold my finger, grab it really tight. And has really strong hands, like I think all little children do. And she says, try to go now, mama. It's not that she doesn't want me to go, because she gets to hang out with Mike and have breakfast in bed, and that's fun, but she just thinks it's hilarious that she can grab my finger and I literally can't move. So that's super fun. Oh my God, it's this time I vacuumed before. You vacuumed before the session. Amazing. Okay, yeah, vacuuming is another great practice too. Maybe we can have a group class vacuuming session where you move from your middle and vacuuming and all of the things. So, all right, let's get going. Hey, Raina, let's get going with everything bagel yoga. And we're feeling good. All right, so find an easy place to just simply be on the ground, on your mat, on floor, it doesn't matter. As long as you have you, that's what we need here. Take your time here to simply notice what's going on with you. Yourself softened a bit here, so any gentle movements you'd like to roll through are simply welcomed by your body, not resisted. Let yourself roll around in your body, your whole self, however's really useful, really nourishing right now. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Reach your arms all the way up. Bring your palms together. Plug in toward your center. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more, big inhale. Long exhale. More, big inhale. Long exhale. Gently relax your hands right back down. Lean on over toward your right side here. Easy through your elbow a bit. Opening up nice and gently. Any kind of rolling around here that feels extra nourishing right now. Go for that. And coming all the way back up. And same thing other side. Sliding on over. Drop through your elbow. Opening up. Rolling around a bit here. And coming all the way back up. Sliding forward a ways from your back. Ease on down. Dropping your head and neck a bit. Crawling all the way back up there. Keep on going so your hands catch you on the ground behind you. Lift on up. And easing back toward your middle here. Finding a nice, neutral, balanced place. And just simply notice how you feel. We'll crawl up onto all fours here on your hands and knees. Take your time as you slide into it, easy on your joints. Just moving from your middle here, shifting your hips around a little side to side. Rolling through your back a bit here, if that's nice on you. No hurry. Letting yourself hang in all those places that feel like just the right spot. And tuck your toes, wiggle your hips a little side to side until you land in that right place for your down dog. Just kind of sliding into it here. Take a big inhale way up on toward your tippy toes. And drop your heels, relax. 2 more times, lift up nice and high. And drop your heels, relax. 1 more time, lift up nice and high. And drop your heels, relax. Crawling out toward that plank pose, nice long wave. If you did the hard poses easy workshop yesterday, you might be feeling a little extra strong in your plank, moving from your middle. I tossed it up on the IGTV if you've got some extra energy or desire to roll around in a plank or your handstand or forearm stand today, feel free. And lifting right up and back there. Nice down dog. Again, crawl back out toward that plank pose. Nice long wave here. And side plank on your right side. Lift up, roll right, big easy stretch. All the way back toward your middle, lift up, roll left, big easy stretch. All the way back here toward your middle, drop your knees down, sink your hips, roll around. I was thinking about you guys this morning, as usual, and thinking about all the times where we get to practice with a group for many days in a row, whether it's a training or at the studio, and how it's really nice to check in with people, how you're feeling each day, and tuck your toes, lift up and back toward your down dog. It's really nice, this idea of feeling your body, get a little stronger, feel a little better, a little more clear, but hardly anyone ever reports this feeling like a truck run over them, like an extreme soreness. So if you're feeling any kind of sensation in your body from moving along a few days in a row, that's great, but hopefully it's not this sort of you've been beat up soreness here, crawling all the way up toward the top of your space. So that's kind of a good sign. Feeling your body in different places, but not in this exhaustive way. It should be in an energizing way. Rolling everything up towards standing. Take a big inhale to stretch. And easy, up and over your legs. Crawl toward your right. Slide that left leg way back, low lunge. Drop through your hips. It's really kind of nice. You can do all of your exercises if you do other exercises besides yoga here. You can do your walking, your running, your whatever it is in the way where you're moving in harmony with your whole self, really paying attention to how you feel instead of kind of just muscling and shoving your way through it. And shoving your way through things with your body tends to result in that sort of intense soreness where you just feel like you've been run over by a plow, right? We've all had that before. But if you move in the way where you're paying attention to your body, you're going to feel something like body's changing, body's listening, responding, but it's not overwhelming in this sort of defeatist kind of a way. And that's a good sign. So kind of changing what we notice about the next day or the day after, or the many days after. So I love that with groups. So maybe you guys are feeling a little bit of that too. Love to hear about it. DM me, guys. All right, crawling up from this one. Tuck your back toes, straighten up that back leg. Turn your front toes out toward the side. Reach this arm all the way back. Nice stretch. Keep on rocking until you land on the outside edge of your back foot. Sweep this top leg all the way up and around. Nice side plank or maybe a rock star. Big stretch here. And all the way back toward your plank pose in your middle. Come on down toward your belly. And lift right up and back here. Down dog. Settling in. Take an easy crawl back up toward the top of your space there. Shifting your hips. Sliding along. Drop over your legs. Roll everything on up. Big inhale to lift. And easy up and over your legs. Crawl toward your left side. Slide that right leg way back. Low lunge. Drop through your hips here. Take your time. Ease that back knee down toward the ground here. A little rock side to side. Forward and back. And simply opening up. Find your hands down inside of that foot. Tuck your back toes, straighten up your back leg. Turn your front toes out toward the side. Reach this arm all the way up and back. Nice stretch. Keep on rocking until you land on the outside edge of your back foot. Sweep this top leg up and around, side plank or rock star. Big stretch here. And all the way back toward your plank pose in your middle. Come on down toward your belly. And lift right up and back here. Nice down dog. Settling in. Take another easy cruise back up toward the top of your space there. Shifting your hips side to side, crawling along. This time chair, sink your hips, lift up. And sink low right here. Big inhale to stretch. Twisting toward your right side here, real easy. Big inhale to stretch. And easy over to your left. Big inhale to stretch. And all the way up and over your legs here. Catch your fingers behind you. Nice shoulder release. Maybe a bit of a sway. your head and neck go. Relax your hands down toward the ground. Crawl on back. Down dog. Settling in. We'll move a bit here. Lean left. Lift that right leg way up and back behind you. Down dog split. Roll everything open. And low lunge. Lean left as you slide that foot right on through. Scoot your feet a bit apart there. Roll up through your middle. High lunge. Sink right here. Lift up. Bring your palms together. Plug in toward your center. Lift up and twist toward this front leg here, real easy. Maybe hooking your elbow right outside of that thigh. Palms can find each other, or just dropping your arms if that causes too much tension there. Open up your arms here. That left hand finds the ground, right arm floats up for a twist. Trade sides here. Right hand finds the ground. Spin your back heel down. Roll your hips, your belly, everything opens up. Coming up towards standing, bend through both knees. Reach your top arm back, lift up through your middle nice and high. And sink low, warrior two. Lift up through your middle high. And sink right here. 2 more times, lift up nice and high. And easy, sink low. 1 more time, lift up nice and high. And easy, sink low. Tip it all the way back here, reverse. And a wave up and over, side angle. Rest your forearm toward your thigh. Back arm floating up and over. Roll your body open. Low lunge, turn your hips down toward the ground. Let your hands catch you. Keeping your hands on the ground, lift up through your hips. Drop your torso over your legs. Easy here. Sink right back toward that low lunge. Scoot your feet a bit apart. Roll up through your middle high. And all the way down. Lean toward that left palm. Slide back toward your plank pose. Top of your push-up. Roll side to side. Easy forward and back. Side plank on your right side. Lift up, roll right big as you stretch. Any version you like. Maybe hanging with the feet kind of on the ground or stacking them up. Maybe a nice rock star there. All the way back middle. Other side. Lift up from your hips and belly. Roll and stretch open. Any version you like. Maybe even grabbing that knee for a squeeze or grabbing the foot, stretching out if you're feeling stretchy there. And all the way back toward your plank in your middle, little rock side to side. Come on down toward your belly, and we'll lift right up and back. Down dog, settling in. Lean right, lift that left leg way up and back behind you. Down dog, split, roll everything open. Low lunge, lean right, slide that foot on through. Scoot your feet a bit apart here. Roll up through your middle high. And sink right here low. Lift up. Bring your palms together. Plug in toward your center. Lift up. Twist toward this front leg here. Hook your elbow right outside that thigh. Maybe palms find each other. Maybe arms just relax. Open up here. That right hand finds the ground. Left arm floats up for a twist. And trade sides here. Left hand finds the ground. Spin your back heel down. Roll your hips and belly. Everything opens up. Bend through both knees. Reach your top arm back behind you. Lift up through your middle high. And sink nice and low. Warrior two. Big inhale pulls you up. And easy back out. 2 more times. Lift up nice and high. And easy back up. 1 more time. Lift everything high. And easy back out. Tip all the way back, reverse. And wave up and over here, side angle. Rest your forearm on toward your thigh. Back arm floating up and over. Roll your body open. Low lunge. Turn your hips down toward the ground. Let your hands catch you. Keeping your hands on the ground. Lift up through your hips. Drop your torso over your legs. Sink right back toward that low lunge. Roll up through your middle nice and high. And all the way down. Lean right. crawl on back, plank pose here, top of your push-up, roll around a little side to side. This time, just holding here for a few big breaths. A little bend in your knees. Move from your hips a little side to side. So this is happening from your middle, not only your arms, more middle than anything else. And come on down toward your belly. And we'll lift right up and back here. Down dog. Settling in. And crawl back up toward the top of your space there. Easy sliding along. Dropping over your legs. Chair pose here. Bend your knees, sink your hips, lift high. And sink low here. Lift up. Twist toward this right side. Easy. Lift up high. And toward your left side. Lift up through your middle and all the way up and over your legs here. Catch your fingers behind you and a shoulder release. A little bend in your knees. Relax your hands down toward the ground. Crawl your hands out, a ways in front of your feet. Lean the weight into your arms as you sink down for a nice squat. Roll around a bit here. Maybe drop your head and neck or open up one side and then the other side. Up to you if you want to hang with this. Awesome if you'd like to play around with a little back and forward crowing, leaning all the way back to start. And big inhale, let your hands plant somewhere in front of you. Squeeze your knees around your arms, lean forward, look forward. And all the way back. You don't have to come all the way back, but sometimes that's useful just to get out of your own way. Big inhale brings you forward. Easy exhale brings you back. Don't worry about getting your feet up off the ground. Just bring your hips, your whole body forward, your gaze forward, breathe forward. Easy. Let that breath bring you back. And if you have a bit of a hang time there, big inhale forward. Still let that exhale soften, relax you. Big inhale forward. Easy exhale. Brings you back when you're ready. Awesome. All right, eventually we'll meet here on your hips. We haven't visited your nice boat ride in a while, so coming on up. Nice Tuesday ride, roll a little side to side here. And here we go, easing on down. And all the way up. Rolling down nice and soft in your head and neck and shoulders and up. And again, easing down and up. And rolling down and up. And again, rolling down and up, nice and soft all the way down and up. Keep it moving all the way down and up. Just 3 more times here, nice and soft. And breathing up, no tension at all in your head and neck. And up 1 more time, rolling down. Once you're all the way up here, grab a hold of something. Maybe it's your shins or your legs. Maybe stretch it out a bit here, just breathe. Bring your feet down toward the ground there. Crawl your hands back behind you. Fingers going toward your feet there. Lift up. Breathing big and full. Rock side to side. Ease yourself on down here. Crawl yourself around, back up onto all fours. Roll around a bit here. Eventually we'll meet in your down dog, or take your time if you like to roll through a nice belly opening up dog or anything along the way. Feel free. Paying attention to what you need right here. I'll move a bit more here. Lean left big, and I'll pull that right leg way up and back, roll it open. And low lunge, lean left as you slide this foot on through. We'll go for a warrior 1 here. So spin your back heel down. Both feet are on the ground here. Lift up high. And sink your hips a little lower. Roll your hips a bit forward and back, aiming toward finding a nice forward place there. Should feel like a bit of a hip opener. Drop through your hips a bit. Big and hold a lift. Easy. Relax. 1 more time, a lift. And drop your hands down behind you. Catch your fingers together. Lift up. And easy. Up and over. Right inside. Relax your hands down toward the ground. Come onto your back toes. Scoot your front foot out toward your side. Ease that back knee down. Take your time. Maybe hanging where you are is just that right spot. Or crawling down a little lower, a little higher. Whatever is best for you. Eventually we'll meet up in a nice forearm plank. So coming on down, lean all the way over toward your left side. So much there's no weight on that front leg. You just slip around. There's nothing else for it to do. Roll around a bit here, a little side to side. And up to you. If you want to hang out in a side plank for a few breaths, we'll stay in this general place for just a little while. Or maybe a side and side forearm plank. Or if you're really in the mood to crawl your feet up a little bit more here. Or big inhale, pull a leg up, roll your hips and belly open. Easy exhale, back down, rolling through this here a few times. If that happens to bring you just a bit upside down, to stay easy here from your hips. Keep that bottom leg soft and relaxed. No need to jump or force your way into anything here. Just let this movement happen from your hips. Easy. Like an upside down pigeon pose here. A little bit of a pigeon preview. All right, eventually we're headed back toward that down dog. Take your time. And other side, lean right, lift that left leg way up and back, roll it open. Low lunge, lean right, slide that foot on through warrior one, spin your back heel down, push down through your feet, lift up and sink low here. A little roll from your hips and belly to eventually land toward a nice forward area, zip code. Big inhale to lift. Easy, relax. Big inhale to lift. Drop your hands down behind you, catch your fingers together, lift up. And all the way up and over, right inside. Relax your hands down toward the ground. Come onto your back toes. And scooching that front foot out toward your side a bit. Ease on down, making that room. So take your time here. Maybe up high is the perfect place, so no need to slam down to the ground, only moving into those places where you feel like the door's been open and the space inside looks inviting. Gonna come on down, go for that. So eventually we're headed toward that forearm plank. You can even lean to the side so much that top leg just slides around onto all fours if that's less jarring for you. Try not to do anything jarring here for your body. Eventually finding a nice forearm plank. Again, from your middle, a little bend in your knees, rock a little side to side. So your call, if you want to hang here for a little while, awesome. If you want to go a little side forearm plank, great too. If you like to play around upside down, don't let me hold anybody back. But if you are going for that here, again, that same nice softness of ease in your knees. Little bit of a roll. An upside down pigeon here. Just move from your hips. Let your legs relax. Rolling around. And eventually we'll meet in your down dog. Take your time moving around here, how it's useful for you, any recovery you need to reset yourself. No rush. And lean left big, and I'll pull that right leg way up and back, roll it open, and you've earned it here. We'll land for your pigeon. Slide your shin, your whole body right on through. Nice and soft. Maybe lean all the way over to one side or all the way toward the other side. Really let yourself explore finding that best place. So breathe for a while. If you'd like to crawl back open, make some room, easy. Slide to the next place. So breathe here just for a little while. Big inhale opens you up. Long exhale, walking through. That image of opening and walking through doors into new spaces is nice for you. That's a useful one, I think. So big inhale just blows that door open. Long exhale moves you through easily. Big inhale blows that door open. Long exhale moves you through. One more time, really big inhale. Long exhale. And if you're good here, feel free to hang around here. If it's nice to crawl yourself up a little bit more, maybe a gentle twist around one way or roll around your other way. If you want to lean forward a bit, maybe soften that back knee, catch a hold, play around. No rush. Are you pressing your foot forward or back? Just finding the best spot for you. And eventually, we'll meet in your down dog, but take your time rolling around here, finding that best place. All those spots to give some attention to, and lifting up and back. And we'll go for the other side. Lean right, lift that left leg way up and back, roll everything open. And landing that pigeon, bring your whole body, your whole hips, shin, everything you got, all the way forward. Just settle here. Lean all the way into one side so you're not struggling for any balance. Crawl back and open. And easy, all the way up and over this leg. And find a good spot to simply be here for a little while. If you notice your attention's being pulled to crawl around your other way, just follow that sign. Head that direction, just like you'd walk into a forest and might not have a map of this particular forest, and you just go right or go left or go toward the tree or the leaves or the ground that interests you without analyzing it, just heading over, following that feeling, sort of gut feeling. Let it pull you like a big magnet. When we listen to those obvious magnetic pulls from our gut, good things always happen, right, guys? It's kind of cool how that's just such a universal experience. When we second guess things and kind of get in our own way and get jumbled up about stuff, it's, maybe it's the right time to analyze some things sometimes, but that gut pull is so clear. Can follow that, and especially in something as simple as a pigeon pose, and just head around to the other side. And you'll feel something that you probably just really needed for yourself right there. Probably works in other areas of life too. We can experiment and compare notes. All right, eventually we'll meet in your down dog. Take your time, tucking your toes, lifting up and back here. Settling in. Take one more cruise right back up toward the top of your space there. Easy, sliding along. Drop over your legs. Roll everything up. Big inhale to stretch. And easy, up and over. Crawl your hands out a bit. Bring some weight into your arms. Sink on down for your squat. Roll around a bit here. Again, anyhow, that's nice. And we're just dropping over. A little open side to side, maybe an easy crow, rocking back and forward. If you're still in the mood there to play around, you can do this version where your hips are lifted too, and knees are kind of balancing on the back of the upper arms. Just a little bit more precarious, a little less stable. So it's nice to practice this kind of squeezing your knees around your arms, if that's nice for you too. All right, eventually we'll meet up on your hips, but take your time, easing on down. And any kind of forward bend that's good for you, maybe feet together for the swan, or maybe open, or just straight forward, whatever's calling your name right now. Crawl back open. And easy, all the way up and over toward an opposite direction. Doesn't have to be straight forward, can be over to one side or over to another side. Just take your time. A few big breaths. Feel free to hang here as long as it feels right for you. When you're ready to round on down toward your back, take your time as you roll on down easy here. Grab a hold of the tops of your knees, let your legs just fall away from you. Should feel pretty nice from the top of your head down through your tailbone. Anything else here that's good on you to open up any last bits, maybe hugging your shins in or a big twist one side for a few big breaths, and same thing over toward your other side. Maybe a nice bridge or something else here. Just take your time, opening up any last bits here, moving exactly how you need right now. Whenever you are ready to relax here, stretching out a bit. Maybe feet together, or knees open, or you can just stretch out any way you like there. Just find a comfortable spot. You know best. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Everything rest for a bit. Feel free to stay here resting as long as you like. Just enjoy. You're ready to start to roll yourself slowly up. Go for that. Take your time. Real easy on your whole self. No extra effort here. In a nice, neutral, balanced place. We'll breathe here just for a little while, all together. It helps to imagine all our friends here kind of being together, whether it's one room or you don't have to limit your imagination to a yoga studio. It could be a big open field somewhere where we're all together. Or maybe there's a way where we can see each other through the tops of our homes and kind of connect that way. More of an above view. Fly around, notice each other, have little invisible strings that reach up to the top of our head and gently bop each other all around the world, connecting us all. Simply reminding us that we're not alone. to invite a bit more air back in. Take a big inhale. Reach your arms up, bring your palms together, plug in toward your center. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more, big inhale. Long exhale. More, big inhale. Long exhale. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Wow, magic. Welcome back. Don't jump up too soon. Give yourself a moment to stay in your zone, in your yoga zone, in your feel-good zone. So hopefully you felt awesome. Danka, Alex Meifert, you're amazing. Alex Meifert has an awesome Strala partner studio called Light Space Movement in Dusseldorf, and she's amazing. She used to live in New York City and come every day and experience transformation and change and ideas and creativity. So just, a great example of all of us when we start to practice and feeling better and moving with ease. We get ideas. We start to do things that we enjoy doing more. We let go of what we enjoy doing less. We simply move toward the better. We feel better, we serve better, we live better. So thank you so much, guys. Awesome, Bernadette. Yeah, I was thinking of you too. This was sort of an everything bagel class, sort of more of the home style, home fry, Strala, New York style class. So thanks, Amanda. Thanks, everybody. Hopefully you guys are feeling really great. I feel really amazing too now, so I'm gonna just enjoy for a little bit, collect the family from the back room and play and enjoy each other. And we'll be back here at 2 p.m. Tai Chi Tuesdays with Mike. I feel like we should change his name to Tim. That would be perfect. Or Tom, something like that. Anyway, he can keep Mike. That's all right. So that'll be really fun. And you can always check out the link in our bio here for loads of free practices on stralayoga.com. Takes you right there along with lots of resources we have available now and always. We've extended our annual spring sale to include all of our online offerings with classes and online retreats. I think it's a really great time. A lot of people are diving into our 7-day at-home retreats. We have Rest and Renew, which is, I love that, Simplify, and How to Practice at Home. So really great ways to sort of give some more structure to your day and give you that container so all of your great ideas and your well-being can sort of come out of you in that way. And we also have half off on our new first online Strala intensive 30-hour training, so the art of sequencing, and I'll be giving some more kind of live free chats here also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so that'll be really cool. I made a little schedule for my story. Maybe I should post it again if you guys are interested. So lots of cool things happening here, and I'm just happy to connect with you guys in this way. Thank you so much for showing up for yoga. It makes me feel so great to simply have a time to come out here and do yoga with people, with you guys. So you guys are amazing. Love you so much. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. You can always DM me. I'm a little slow to get back sometimes because life, we're all busy, even though we're all having a very different life now if you're in the at-home team. But yeah, I always have some time, even if it's in a couple of days, to get back to everybody. So you can either DM me or just send us an email. I'm Tara@stralayoga.com. Mike's Mike@stralayoga.com. So we love hearing from you guys. We love helping in any way we can. It really makes us feel good and useful and fulfilled. So thank you so much. Any advice for the back knee twisting, hurting in Warrior One? Sure. Okay, I'll post the schedule again. Thanks. Yeah, definitely. So if your back knee is hurting at all ever, definitely back out of whatever you got going on. So just to set up a Warrior One, maybe from standing, let's start maybe standing with both feet in one direction. Really lean over to a side so there's no weight on the other leg and slide that opposite leg back. And then spin your back heel down. So don't tweak your knee to get your hips forward. Let your knee alone. Let that poor knee just relax and be a knee. It needs to be a knee for you. So put a little softness in that knee. So your toes are kind of angling in. Maybe that'll help. If your toes are kind of too much in one direction or the other direction, you're gonna feel some tweaking probably on the knee, especially if that back knee is locked straight. So put a little softness in that knee. So a little bending in that knee. And then roll around from your hips here. So you feel an opening in your hip. You shouldn't feel any pain in the knee. If you do, just bend that knee a little more, roll around a little bit, and then find the length in your leg without locking your knee. So locking your knees, I know, is like a thing in Bikram yoga, but please guys, that guy is a criminal. Like, stop listening to what his method is. I'm sorry to be so direct, but don't lock your knees in yoga. It makes no sense for movement. If you've ever studied movement, whether it's dance or anything sort of high-level professional sports, locking your knee is not something that you should be doing. So if you've learned that in yoga, like so many of us have, not even in Bikram classes, but these kind of language gets passed on so much in other styles of yoga, and kind of these, especially these aggressive styles like Iyengar and power yoga and things like that. You can find really great teachers within these styles. It's not like everything is bad, but so much of what's been taught in so many yoga trainings is lock your knee, push, force, struggle. So, you know, especially if that's causing pain, it's a good thing to question that. If it's causing pain, emotional pain, physical pain, abuse in any way, get the heck out of there. Come to the good side, find teachers and community that supports your progress and not your injury. So hopefully that's useful for the knee. Yeah, so sorry I went on a little rant there. I get so riled up. That's the reason why I lead yoga. It's a whole other story to provide some common sense to, so we not put up with this. We don't put up with this sort of emperor's new clothes situation. So, you know, when I started moving to New York and discovering yoga, I discovered yoga in my dance school in Chicago when I was 18, and I thought, this is amazing. Why doesn't everybody practice this? And I was meditating as a kid, so I felt familiar with that. So moving to New York and seeing the few places there were for yoga and seeing how there was a lot of exclusionary ideas and divisiveness, and this studio does this and this school does this, and you have to worship this guru who used to just be an artist person who's a human being, and at this studio you have to you know, act this way and wear these clothes, and it just felt like, you know, like the children's book, The Emperor's New Clothes. So, you know, I think it's good to keep our common sense when we're diving into realms that can be predatory. So anything, of course, that makes you feel powerful and amazing and sort of not describable, of course, is going to be a space where predators will come in and try to take advantage of you. So it's not yoga's fault, it's just anything that has power. So whether that's, you know, this is a much larger discussion, you guys, but about religion or about yoga or anything at all, any power structure, you know. So this is why I love leading yoga teacher trainings, and we call ourselves guides, not teachers, because guides are somebody that have been through the process before a few times and can lead you through, but they're not imparting any knowledge upon you that isn't already from yourself. So I think about this stuff all the time, and this is again, the main reason why I do this is to create an even playing field for us all to discover the yoga inside and to remember it's coming from inside. And somebody can show you the way, they can show you up the mountain and tell you, don't step there, step there. This is how to move your body in harmony, and show you how to essentially figure that out for yourself with that structure. So amazing, would be a great panel, yeah. So sorry, I feel like I talk about this stuff all the time, but I need to realize that there are people here who don't just hear me talk about this stuff all the time. There are a lot of people who do. So yeah, maybe we could have a panel on that. That would be pretty cool. I'll try to throw that together. Would be kind of cool. Yes. Amazing. So yoga, you know, should feel like you. It should feel like it's coming from you on the inside. It shouldn't feel like you're pleasing a teacher or you're trying to be good at yoga. We're using this form of yoga in order to feel better and connect to ourselves. I think there's a lot of problems when we start to idolize the idea of yoga. We're idolizing a false god, or whatever terminology makes sense for you. You're idolizing this thing or history. You're sort of respecting history instead of acknowledging history, saying, okay, fine, and then respecting yourself, which is ultimately the path forward, the path to evolution and making things that work. And by the way, yoga history is not pure. It's not like yoga gurus were dropped from spaceships and here to give flowers to everybody. It's riddled with all kinds of high crimes, things that are jailed now, and all kinds of abuses and nasty things. So, you know, us Westerners tend to romanticize a lot of that history and try to culturally appropriate in some ways and dress up in sort of Indian ways in a way and forget really who we are. And this stems through sort of all we do. This is why I love the study of Ayurveda in a normal way. And my friend Jasmine Hemsley, when we're asking her questions, I'm writing this book trying to get to the bottom of this. It's coming out in December, but I'll tell you guys more about that later. As soon as I was learning Ayurveda, similar to yoga, I was 18 years old, and all of the Ayurveda teachers that I would go to would say, you need to learn how to cook Indian food, you need to learn about these spices, you are this dosha, you need to eat entirely this way to squash your dosha, and it didn't kind of seem to make sense. It sort of seemed to have a lot of the same misconceptions made truths about itself as yoga did. And the more people that I met that were really kind of healthy and doing Ayurveda in a way that seemed vibrant and connected to them and not connected to this idea of the history of Ayurveda or a different culture of Ayurveda, said, okay, Ayurveda says, this is oversimplifying, but if it's summertime, you should be eating fresh, local, seasonal foods that are grown near you, that are local. This makes sense on a global scale, right? For ourselves, for the environment, for feeling good, for being connected to nature in a way. If you need to be grounded and comforted, if your energy is kind of up high and buzzing, you don't need to make masala or dal or Indian food. You can make your grandmother's vegetable soup recipe or your grandmother's chicken soup recipe or whatever that recipe is for you that gives you that same warm, grounded feeling, but also is fulfilling that space or that process of warmth. So super cool stuff. So if you're interested in all of that, maybe I can think about that a little bit more and throw together either a talk with maybe just me, if that's, you guys putting up with me so much here, I appreciate it. Or maybe I can invite some friends to have a sort of panel talk on that. We can figure out how to make that happen online. So anyway, you guys are amazing. I think the main message there that I've learned through all this study is you're right. If you feel like something is bullshit, it usually is. So come back to yourself. You can respect yourself and learn all of these forms, and they only make sense when they feel like you. So, which is the process to improvement, which is the process to success. And you can find this in examples of anybody that you admire in any different field. If somebody is doing a really good job at being themselves and also developing the professional thing that they do, they feel like them. They feel like a better version of them every day. They're working on that process, and that's what draws us to each other. So I love that idea of that magnetism of following your intuition, because you'll find other people to support you who believe, not just believe in that process because it's sort of like believing in science, but who understand that science is real, who understand that respecting yourself is a good idea, above and beyond worshiping other people or worshiping styles of yoga or worshiping things that aren't worth your attention in that way, that gives away your own common sense and your own power. So finding what nourishes you and sort of saying goodbye to what doesn't nourish you is useful. So anyway, you guys are amazing. Thanks for listening to my surprise rant. I'll let you guys go and have your day. Take care of yourselves. I hope you do things that are nourishing, and share with me any ideas you have. I'm learning new recipes, we're all doing all the same things right now. I'm reading a lot, which is really nice, spending a lot of time with Daisy, which I'm really, really grateful for. So much gratitude happening right now around the world, and I definitely feel that. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure we all are feeling that together. So thank you so much for being here. See you at 2 p.m. if you want to do Tai Chi with Mike on the Strala channel, and back here in the morning for yoga.